several different options. That I would most ever. I shatter your dreams with this cream I make. What? Gotta be on the think of I say. What? I can't feel my toes, but they gon' fold up. I was in the double law when I rolled. Yeah.
I feel like I should be giving up. You can't leave it's too much, but I'm tired of you.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We're across the pond in England this week, and two teams are hoping to show off for an international audience. It's the Jaguars going up against the Monarchs.
Thank you very much, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL. The National Football League is here and on the air. Straight ahead, we pull the curtain on the postseason with an AFC wildcard matchup between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the London Monarchs. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Space to maneuver at the 40. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Jags have taken the early lead. The first play from scrimmage. Some of these people haven't even taken their seat.
That's what is commonly known as a fast start. That's what my horse racing friends would say. They caught a flyer out of the gate, and guess what? They're in the lead now.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Throwing on first down. Bowers escaping the pressure right. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain. Yardage on this one back to the 13. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Off the play fake. Bowers. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Ohio! Come on, let's go! Brand 38! Brand 38!
Operating from the gun. Bowers. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Telvin Smith. able to drop him for a loss of a couple. He took a hit on that last play. Now let's see how he and the offense respond on second.
Ohio! Here we go!
From the gun, Bowers over the middle, and it's incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third.
Come on, let's go! What? None! Flex round! Flex round! Hot! Ohio! Ohio! Hot! On your team! On your team!
Halfback sent in motion.
Check it out,
On third down, Bowers. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball, but how about them just taking it big-time jaunt. Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll run it now out of the gun. Now the ball comes loose, and this will be scooped up by the defense. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations, big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And some space here. And he's brought down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
If there was one area that the coach emphasized in our pregame meeting, it was red zone offense.
And the sense I got from it, and I think you did as well, they weren't real happy with how they were executing previously, so they put a lot of time and effort into it because getting points is paramount. Doesn't matter what you do otherwise, don't leave the red zone without putting points on the board.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Good opening quarter for him. Remember, he had the sack earlier. Now a tackle for loss, another tackle for loss.
He's really making it tough on the play caller, though, isn't he? Because it's one thing to try and adjust when a guy is disrupting your running game. But when he's messing up your passing game as well, they may have to devote at least a second guy to him to try and keep him away from their plays.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Looking to throw on second down. Bowers under pressure, and he'll go down. down, back at the 26-yard line.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Operating from the gun. Bowers. Got his man complete over the middle. It's McLaughlin. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So on 4th down here, Mike Tomlin says, let's just get 3. And Boswell's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So he splits the uprights there, and I would imagine it's nice as a kicker. Right when it leaves your foot, you know it's good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a golfer that picks up his tee after a nice drive without even watching it land.
Solid analogy. I like it. And now out come the Jags. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. And a give this time to the tailback. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
The second down throw for Bridgewater. Flush to his right. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now a play fake here on first down. And he rifles one incomplete.
But he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got room. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, You've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They find some open field here. And now nothing but green ahead of him. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there. 47 yards. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And here now the offense heading back out there. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
On first down, Bowers, Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Jarrell Casey breaking through to get him for a loss of 7.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on this one, back to the 13. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin as it's London football to begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. Play action. Bowers. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at the 33. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot. Yeah. But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
And that one results in 35 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Stephon Tuitt in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Second down, Bridgewater. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Let's go. Dagger. Let's go. Dagger.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long 4th and goal.
Now I wouldn't be surprised if they go for it. 3 points is not ideal. It's not what they want, but it's still only the first half. Take the 3 points and move on.
Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point. So no problems converting there.
That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Off the play fake. Bowers. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The offense on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4.
Come on, let's go. Ryan 38. Flex round. Come on, let's go.
From the gun, Bowers. And that is incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at the 15. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. With that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Throwing is Bridgewater. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, Bridgewater. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be fourth down. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field in this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
On 1st and 10, Bowers throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Brings it up just shy of the 25. Showed some of that quickness there on the move. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on third down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout. This offense so far on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, Bowers. This is Bell on the dump off. Oh, he knocks him over. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that that type of play there gives you some...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jarrell Casey. Never giving up. He's able to keep working and get him for a loss of 12. To throw on second down. Bowers is going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be a third and about 13. To throw. Bowers. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Miss. Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead. But a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, and sometimes that just happens. It is the NFL. They will make some plays against you.
Now Bridgewater. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And the Jaguars send out their punter, standing just outside his own goal line. That's pulled in at the 32. So all right, we've got some happy trigger fingers ready to see who's going to survive this wild card game as we get you back to quarter 3. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. They run the counter now on first down. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Here we go. 1, 9,
And they give this time to the tailback. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
In motion right is Bryant. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. Give him 6 on the run. They're going to be faced now with a 3rd and 12.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
To throw on 3rd down. Bowers. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
To throw, Bridgewater. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
So the D-line's going to spread out. Now they'll run it on the toss. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. The tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
Bridgewater steps away to his left. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Jaguars on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd down and 12. Here's Bridgewater. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
When a linebacker's able to sit at the 2nd level and see things develop in front of him, as soon as he got a hint that the quarterback was checking it down, he just made a beeline directly for the receiver and ended up making the play.
Time running out here on the play clock. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where goes. Good field position to start the drive after the missed field goal. Here's first down from the 42. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Not sure what you're thinking here, partner, but I believe the officials have done a nice job here getting together and then coming out and indicating that there was a receiver in the area.
Absolutely, and he was in the area. Correct call made. No grounding. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Bowers. And this is going to be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Here's Jordan Berry now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Get a little closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They didn't. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down. Back near the goal line, Bridgewater. And he will find his man on the outside. And they'll get him down up past the 15. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Here's Bridgewater. Over the middle, complete. It's Cole. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Jacksonville, the passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. Fresh set of downs here. Bridgewater to throw it. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Bridgewater now. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's brought down. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down, because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted.
And the ball is knocked out. It's going the other way. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Following the fumble recovery, Bowers. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's caught inside the 35. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times. This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. A handoff as they run the counter play. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Let's go!
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
That's the relief that you still have the lead. But coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they get a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more. To throw is Bridgewater. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. 23 yards on the play. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. And he'll give it here to his running back. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Now here's a timeout coming on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. He'll drop to throw. And now running right through him. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing. Bridgewater. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Throwing on 1st down. Bowers. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
Play clock winding down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And now running right through it. And he is knocked down from the side. And before this play happens, we're going to get a timeout here. That's going to leave him with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. Second down and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And the play clock's running down. And to give this time to the tailback. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. Ten yards still left on second down. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Oh, design run for their wideout. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
The Jaguars on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And Myers able to knock it through, and that'll push the lead up to 17. And you figure with that, this game's pretty well out of reach.
It would take a heck of a comeback at this point. Being 3 scores down, I think that's too much to ask with time winding down here in the 4th.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now back out comes the offense. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 28. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, in the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, This too shall pass. This too shall pass. And if I kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Dante Fowler in there to record another sack, their 6th of the afternoon. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bowers. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. They're giving those short little routes. Tackled him in bounds, too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
On 3rd and 2, Bowers. And he's got his man on the out route. And I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Come on, let's go!
From the gun, Bowers. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jarrell Casey in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long.
Let's go!
Operating from the gun. Bowers. Flushed out right. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
The offense on 3rd down, they've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This is 3rd and 4.
Come on, let's go! 190!
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. From the gun on 3rd down, Bowers. And that is incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now a handoff as they run left side. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now they'll run it on the toss. And some room to work. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. And the lead will grow by 1 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he's brought down after a good gain. That good for 22 and a 1st down.